welcome to Conversations with Nicole. I am Nicole Everett, and today we're at Nefertari's Fine Cuisine, and my very special guest is Mr. Micah Widen with the Domi Station. Welcome, Micah.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me, Domi Station, tell me about the concept, when it got started, what it does, who should benefit from it, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, first and foremost, it is an innovation hub for entrepreneurs. So, and what does that mean, really? We've evolved. So we're about to hit our 2-year anniversary.
Wow.
Here in June, early June.
And big party, right?
Big party.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I think it might be a little bit more tame than last year.
Okay.
But yeah. So Domi really started. I started Domi I moved here about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I really wanted to plug in and be in a startup community. I really wanted to be among folks like yourself, be able to connect with other entrepreneurs, but really I wanted to have access to other people, from investors to mentors. People who have been there and done that and maybe can mitigate some risk, telling me some mistakes that they had made in the past. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for a really long time, since I was little.
Okay.
Started many companies, and I wish I would have had a resource like Domi when I was younger. Especially coming out of college and what have you. So when I moved here about 4 years ago, my wife was getting her PhD at Florida State in climatology. I had no idea what I was going to do down here, but I told her I really want to start another company. So I need to find the startup community. I've been in communities like Domi. I've been in different spaces, different innovation hubs across the country. I have a lot of connections in that space.
Okay.
So I quickly realized that we didn't really have that in Tallahassee. But the timing was right. I started interviewing people, trying to find out where it existed. I got connected at the Jim Moran Institute, and Randy Blass, the executive director there, connected me with my first partner, David Lawson, who's a serial entrepreneur, does a lot of work with universities. And I came to him and I said, listen, where's the community? Where can we dive in? And where is the cohort groups and the peer-to-peer networks? And so he and I, realizing it didn't exist, I said to him, listen, I have a turnkey model of what a space could look like. I'm willing to put it together, but we need to build a bigger team and of folks. So that's really where it started. From there, I met Jake Kiker, who's a partner at Williams & Gautier. Does a lot of work in the community, both through the chamber and environmental stuff. He actually lives on the south side over in Myers Park area. Is doing a lot of community projects, but he travels a lot, was very in tune with this kind of model. He gives back to the university, and so we brought him into the fold, and I said, I need your legal expertise, your insight and your community connections. And then our fourth and final partner really came in. He's a graduate of Florida State and an investor in early stage venture capitalists in Atlanta. He's exited twice on some big software companies. The latest company the name was Clearly, just got bought out by IBM.
Oh, wow.
But he really wanted to give back to the community as well, somewhere where he went to school, provide more access to the students, and see what was here. How can he help? So the four of us got together, and then we very quickly built a model of what would work. And we started out with a meetup group, Tallahassee Startups. And we had 25 people that came out to the first one.
Wow.
And then quickly gained momentum. Florida State came on board as a partner sponsor. The county provided the facility that we have. We have an 8,000 square foot warehouse at Amtrak Station.
It's nice. I've been over there.
Yeah. And since then it's been an amazing little ride. It's been a great group of people that have that understand the give first mentality and working with other entrepreneurs that need that assistance.
Excellent.
And it's really a great peer-to-peer network for people to come together, get connected, and then we can facilitate and bring in resources, talks, bring in investors, and really the full life cycle of starting a company. We can help connect people and mitigate that risk and hopefully create a little family of sorts.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I don't know if you know what Domi stands for.
I don't. I was going to ask you that next.
Yeah, so Domi is short for domicile, which is Latin for home.
Okay.
So the idea is that we are creating a home for startups and early stage entrepreneurs that they can come in, think differently, get all the connections they need. And
absolutely.
And so we push, and our main theme is collaboration, We want to force collaboration and bring in different networks of groups to really help. So.
Absolutely. Collaboration is very important. You
Absolutely.
know, it's the team concept of together everyone achieves more. So that's great.
Yeah, Domi is not just the 4 partners that put it together. It's now, you know, a staff of 5, our 25 plus sponsors and partners,
Okay.
the 100 plus entrepreneurs that work out of a facility every day and then work with us.
Excellent.
Everyone works together to build this element. Even the restaurants that we have in the community, like Nefertari's and the other companies, like everybody takes a part in where it'll go in the future and providing more resources.
Okay, good. So you said your wife was working on her PhD. Is that what brought you all to Tallahassee?
Yes.
Okay.
So she had a choice between a few different schools, and Florida State offered her the best deal, if you will. And I knew of Tallahassee, but honestly, I hadn't been here before.
Okay.
And I quickly, when I moved here, realized how vibrant the community was. The people were what I've been most impressed with.
Okay.
People were very open-minded and welcoming, which made it even better for me to dive into the community and get involved.
I'll bet.
I'm not only involved in Domi, but I've been able to really dive into other organizations and work with other programs. And it's been a great place, great home for us.
Good, good. So tell me about some of the best advice that you've ever received or given.
Best advice I've ever received. Probably the best advice I ever received was, probably just to be resourceful. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I think there's a misconception sometimes entrepreneurs think they have to have all the answers. It took me a while myself to learn that. I tried to do everything when I started my first company, and it's just not possible. You need to really focus on what you do well, and then fill out the rest of your team. The team is the most important, and so this would go to my advice. And the same advice I got. The team is the most important thing you can have when you build a company. It's similar like to an investment, right? If you come to me and you want me to invest in something, I want to feel confident that you or someone on your team understands the market, understands the problem, and you're passionate about what you're doing. And so the team element is what I tell everybody. The idea doesn't mean anything. I mean, you have to be passionate about what you're doing for sure, but it's more about the problem and building that team, because you might have to change to focus on another problem if the solution isn't possible. So.
Wow. Okay, great advice. Great advice, yes. So we're here at Nefertari's. We talked a little earlier, and you said that brunch is your favorite here at Nefertari's. But let's talk about food. Tell me some of the foods that you like.
Sure. I have to make one note that our first cohort that graduated out of Domi, that went through our first incubator program, we had a kickoff meeting in the Lotus Room back here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So,
the Lotus Room is nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
So what was the question again?
What food
I'm stuck
do you
on
like?
food.
I know, right? What types of food
what
do you
food
like?
do I like?
Yeah.
So I'm a pescatarian.
Are you? Okay.
I am.
I'm trying to be pescatarian, but boy, that chicken is just hard to let go of sometimes.
It's hard because I've only been a pescatarian for about 6 months now.
Okay.
That's still fairly new.
Okay.
I'm a big barbecuer, so it's been a little difficult.
Barbecue shrimp, barbecue fish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I eat everything. I'm not gonna lie, I eat pretty much within the realm. I love fish.
What's your favorite?
My favorite meal is probably Mexican.
Okay.
Is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, a good shrimp taco that I'm about to have. I love tacos and guacamole.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, love those too.
What about you?
Ooh, I'm seafood all the way.
Ah.
Yeah, definitely love fish and shrimp and crabs. So scallops, love seafood.
I went to my first crawfish boil just a couple weeks ago.
Did you? Love crawfish too.
And that was awesome. It was a great experience.
Yeah, good. They got to season them really good too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So if you could describe your life as a spice, what spice would that be?
Life as a spice. I've never been asked that question before. That's an excellent question. I'm going to use that on an interview question sometime.
You should.
Describe my life by a spice.
Very telling.
That's a really good question. You know, probably I don't know. What's a flavor that's genuine, comforting in a way. You know, I find that, you know, one of my strong suits is connecting with people at different levels and really working with them in an interesting, calm demeanor, if you will. So I don't know, if I thought about that, I'd probably say that, but with a little, that has maybe a little spark, so maybe like cilantro or something.
Okay.
You know, it's a little bit of spice.
Cilantro's good, especially on those tacos.
Cinnamon, you know, maybe a little cinnamon.
Cinnamon is good too.
You know, I don't know who doesn't like cinnamon.
Yeah,
So
fragrant, and you can definitely distinguish it. So.
I need to think about that though.
Okay.
I like that question.
You can come back and tell us.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Oh, our food is here. So
Thank
we
you.
are going to, thank you. We're going to have to end this conversation for today. Again, join me, Nicole Everett, on Conversations with Nicole. Be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. All right. Wow, this looks really great.
It does.
It does.